un schizo 8 parece nervis. Chispa? Chispa dos?
I think it's here because of that rat.
Yeah, I find it. Do you think that now everything is kind of dull? Like there is too much noise?
Yeah, for sure. Everything just feels like it's in your face at all times, you know? And that's very overwhelming. People who choose to live slower lives, or at least more purer lives, they seem much more close and connected to nature, and I feel like people who are on the opposite side of this have lost complete connection with it, and which is why they are feeling extremely lost, no?
Maybe he said, oh, I need to do this. Daddy would be like crazy food, blah, 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 blah. You could have done like crazy stuff.
I have this perspective that slowly people are going to want to live the life that is simpler. That is,
Going back.
yeah, that is more earth oriented, more going back to the base, to the roots. Because sooner or later, the human nature comes to its own mother, right? It can be like this teenager who wants to, go to the big city to attain a lot of things. And as a whole, as a humanity, we are probably that teenager right now. If we were one organism, we are probably that one teenager who is trying to slash things and defy norms and be like, I want to do this, I don't care about. But at some point, the teenager grows up, and perhaps it's a very slow process, but I think that sooner or later, we as a whole organism will grow up. We will graduate, I hope, and realize that we learn everything from nature, everything, you know. She is an engineer, she is a pharmacist, she is a doctor, um, an art director, a decorator, a designer, an architect. I mean, it goes on and on. But I am just waiting for that moment when humanity as a whole realizes this. I really, really want that to happen.
So that teenager humanity needs to just mature. But that can go right or can go really bad. There is hope. Do you believe?
There is hope.
Or where to find this hope?
Within ourselves, no? I mean, I think people who have realized that have made decisions that are helping themselves first. So, yeah, I hope that they find, like, I mean, the only way to do that is to go within yourself. If we look at centuries as shorter timelines, a century is probably a month, then this month is probably the phase in the life of the teenager that is like more crazy, no? With trying drugs and whatever crazy stuff. But I think, and I do have hope that I don't know if it's possible in this lifetime, but yes, that it will grow up. We as a whole will grow up.
When you see sometimes furniture, when you see houses, when you see whatever, a framework of a painting, a chair, whatever, even that felt more connected in the past, felt more beautiful, felt more soul created. Now everything seems soulless, and with among thousands of things soulless, you find that chair, you find that framework, that maybe it was done handmade, that it was done like honoring our ancestors, the always to do things, and yeah, basically put more soul in every place, in everything that we do, who we are, and how we relate to others should be soulful. If you go for a walk around here, you see these big mountains, you see all the different trees, all the different flowers. If you zoom in, you see a lot of different.
Yeah, the details are
Yes, exactly.
unimaginably perfect. Right?
Yes, exactly.
It's so bizarre. Like when I go for a walk and see a tiny little flower and it's so perfect, it blows my mind every time that I go. Why is everyone not appreciating this? Because that little flower is everything. It's everything, you know?
Always. Yeah, you just see this nature that surrounds us, the perfection around it. And yeah, some might say Scott, some might say that is Mother Nature. Whatever it is, it's magical.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's magical. And just walking around on your own or running here and there without music, without nothing that distracts you, just being in the mountains, you feel it. The longer that you stay, the more magical connection that you get.
Can you do a close up of this?
What is a closer?
Come close and just
It's difficult to say by words, but you feel it in your skin, and yeah, and that sensation stays forever.
I suddenly know how I feel, who I am. I can actually listen to the voices in my head, and they actually are here to help. You know, that's another whole story, right? Because so that's what I mean by the noise outside. That when you are so involved in what everything else is saying and everyone else is saying, that you stop listening to your own self. And that is intense. And that's why people don't trust themselves. No? And when you come back to nature, at least this happened to me, and having art in my life and following that path, somehow it got me here. And listening to yourself is very helpful if you let yourself help you.
How all this inspires you to create art? How the details of the nature, the constructions of the nature shape your art?
I think at first I was quite intimidated to paint outside because I was like, everything is so perfect that if I try to interpret it in painting, I might not do a good job, you know. So for a long time I was like, I don't know if I can. And then at some point I was like, you know what, let me try. And evolution happens like this, no? Like you make something that's not the most beautiful, and then you keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. That's basically evolution. And I I said to myself, okay, your paintings will evolve, but only if you do them. I am the driving factor in the evolution of my art, and only me, because, and this goes for every human being, like every artist, every person who wants to do anything. We are the driving factors of our own work. So I said, okay, let me try. And then just observing and being still and noticing that the play of light and shadow and colors, I mean, are something that can take your breath away if you know, if you actually observe. Oh my god, that is adorable.
Like in Kerala, when we went to see what is that thing that we went to see of the fight, and they said please no flash. Everything was everything was completely like dark that no one can see, just the men with fire.
And that gives me the opportunity to stay very present with whatever I'm painting in the nature. And perhaps I have not reached that level, which is of mastery of, you know, a painting of a flower or something, but I do enjoy the process. And right now, process is what matters to me.
Everything is light and shadow.
Yes, for sure. Everything is light and shadow, and nothing exists without light. If there is no sun, there is no earth, there is no planets. Everything will just always be dark, and we won't be able to see anything. Claro.
I think an engineer always dream, no, from design phase till build till completion, no, of your piece, your project, etc. We believe in creating great things, but the greatest thing ever is under our feet.
Hi. Hi. Hi, Bibu.